What's up, guys? Just wanted to let you know of a quest line. As soon as you hit 56, you'll be able to do a bunch of quests from the Black Spirit. I do suggest you always do the Black Spirit quests when you can. One of them is to unlock the Altar of Blood, which is a PvE horde mode in the game. If you don't have this yet, you won't be able to do this quest, but if you do, when you finish the quest, you'll be able to choose one of two items. Either one's really good. You're getting about 50 mil currently with the current prices. They're kind of low. There used to be a lot more, close to 80 mil each on these prices because everything's so low right now. It's 50 mil, but even so, it's just easy money. We're just gonna take the red shard. What these shards are kind of end game dungeon drops that combine to make accessories. It's not really worth it right now to combine them and sell them. The profit you're making is very little. For example, the red shard that we just took, if we buy a black shard, it would make the Tungrad ring, which is the best ring in the game, and they're going for 73 mil right now. It's min price, so that's why I'm saying it's not really worth it. If you were to buy a black shard and then try and min price this, you'd make about 9 mil profit, but again, it would have to sell, and prices are a little fluctuating right now. They were about 91 mil at one point about a month ago, and now they're 73, so prices will eventually go back up. So by the time you do get to this point, you might make a little bit more money than I'm making right now, but for now we're just going to sell the item directly to the marketplace, make a little bit more money just for doing a quest, and that gives us some combat XP and also some 26 pure magical black stones. I talked about these black stones very briefly in one of my videos where we had the green versions that kind of make these green versions green gear plus 13, plus 14, plus 15 very easy. It just automatically at 100% gives you the enhance, and you only lose 30 durability, which is very good. The pure magical blackstone, the yellow version, is for boss items. So this works for the boss gear that we want to get, and it gives you exactly the amount we need to get a boss gear from plus 12 to plus 15 for only 90 durability. It's really, really powerful. We don't really need it right now, so we're going to keep it until we maybe use it on ergon boots or something very expensive to enhance. For now, we're just going to keep it in our storage until we actually need it, but just wanted to give you a heads up. If you just always remember to do your Black Spirit quests, they hand out money so quickly these days. But yeah, I'm going to get back to leveling through questing, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I'm back with a quick overview with the Dark Rifts. So as soon as you awaken and hit 56, you'll be able to get these Dark Rifts popping up. They're random, but you will definitely get one per week at least, according to the official guide. So that's a good thing. There are different levels. They're basically like little PvE boss fights that get you some goodies, armor stones, these boxes that can contain accessories that can also be enhanced already up to duo. That's pretty good. It's decent for money, but again, it's random how many you get, and when you do get them, they start out at level 5. This is what this V means. It's a Roman numeral 5. That means it's at max power. Every day, this Roman numeral will go down to 4, 3, 2, and finally 1, where the monster will be at its weakest. The rewards are still the same, so don't worry, you're not really missing out. If you're too weak to face one of the more difficult bosses, like the Ahib Griffin, for example, is one of the harder ones. You could just wait until it's a level 1 and then try to kill it. Some things to note are that when you do attack the boss, any damage you do, even if you die, will stay. So you can essentially chip at it little by little and eventually kill it, even if the boss is killing you like 10 or 20 times. You don't lose any crystals, you don't lose any XP, so you have nothing to worry about. But it's a good idea to maybe rack up maybe 5 or 6 of these rifts. If they're level 1, just do them all at once. I did go and try and do one of these rifts here in Omar Lava Cave. It's called Farid. He is a hard Dark Rift. There is easy, hard, and very hard. Hard gives you this red box right here. It also gave us this Dark Spirit Greed item, which is essentially a token for completing and defeating Dark Rifts. And you can see you can exchange them for some things. That's up to you what you want to exchange it for. These are all good, maybe except the 40 trade and the 50 and 100 for the fail stacks. Not so great. But again, it's up to you how you want to use these Dark Spirit Greed tokens. And in terms of what we can get, it used to be a lot better. It used to be that you were guaranteed an accessory, but now you can get Cron Stones. For us right now, Cron Stones are not exactly useful. We got a Cadre Guardian Ring at base. That goes for what, 5 mil? Okay, so we got 5 mil out of that. On the weaker side of rewards, to be honest, but that's okay. It's up to you. It's up to RNG really to see what you got. I did once get the best item you can get, a Duo Ogre, which at the time was 900 mil. So, you know, you can get 5 mil or you can get 900 mil. That's how these things work. Pretty crazy. But again, it's basically free money for not too hard. It was a little hard for us at our current DP, but we managed to do it just fine. We didn't die once, even at level 5 difficulty. So it's doable. If you got them, you're starting out, you don't know what these are. I do recommend you try and do them whenever possible. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to continue side questing to hit 61. We just hit 59, so be there shortly. And I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, just wanted to go over quick hotkeys for a second. It's very important that you kind of understand what these are. You know, your hotbar over here, you know, your settings, you usually open up your menu and you kind of have to go here for your pets. You click the icon to see what your pets are like and all that stuff, but you can actually go to set and quick hotkey. And you'll see all the different menus you can actually hotkey to just type in something and then it will show up. So for find NPC, which I don't think I've gone over, so I'll go really quickly. Find NPC is this button right here. Let's give it a, call it Alt-N. There you go. Close. So whenever we hit Alt-N, it will open up that menu as if we were just clicking it. It's very useful. It just saves you a lot of time. Nearby NPC. So find NPC is a function that is really useful for you if you're looking for a stable keeper. You don't know where the nearest stable keeper is. So if you click this, it will show you the nearest stable keeper. If you right click it, it will actually start to, auto pathing you there and moving you there. For storage per territory, you can see the sigils of every single region that has a storage. So you can click on Balano Storage Keeper and it will do the same thing. Serendia, which is in Heidel. So you have Velia, Heidel, Calfian, Altanova, Grana, obviously, and Drigan. So you have all the major regions right now, and you can find storage there. Basically, any NPC that you would need, you can find through here. If you're looking for a specific NPC, you can also type here as well. So if you're looking for someone to rent a fence for farming, for example, you can type in fence and it will show you all the different NPCs that will offer you fences. There you go. I mean, small fence, plain fence, you can see each type of fence. It's really useful to find that stuff as well if you don't know, for example, where the NPC is. And you can set quick hotkeys for a bunch of things. Mainly I use it for that, but I also use it for a couple other things. Let's see. So if you have a maid or a butler in Central Market, you can set this to, for example, Alt-M for me. And whenever I click Alt-M, I can now automatically use my maid without having to click the button here, which is really useful, and I can do whatever I need to do right away. It's really nice way of saving you time. Install campsite. So if you have a tent, making it a hotkey to install your tent is really useful, especially if you're trying to do it quickly or are in combat. You need to buy potions for whatever reason. And also, if it's already placed in somewhere else, you can remote collect it via hotkey as well. I'm trying to remember any other ones that I actually set to Not really. Those are the main ones that are really, really useful to hotkey. So the campsite, the maids, and the find NPC. Minimize the tray. If you, for some reason, need to minimize really quickly, you can do that as well. And that's pretty much quick hotkeys in a nutshell. And I'll see you in a bit. What's up, guys? Anders here. So we just did a world boss, Karanda. One of the many world bosses you can do. They Karanda and Zarka usually spawn very frequently, so you can do a lot of those. And Karanda will give you your dandelion weapon box, which we just got. So I believe this is the second time I've done Karanda on this account, since we've only been playing for 3 days, almost 4 days. Not too bad. This is a pretty rare drop, so don't expect to get this. This is for your best in slot awakening weapon right here. This will give you the base. Currently, the base dandelions are going for, let's find out, 120 mil or so, 128. So what you could do is start enhancing it yourself, or try and buy it yourself at Pry. Right now is 460, probably 470, so 480 if you bought it already enhanced. Depends on what you want to do, really. I usually recommend trying to just buy it at Pry if you can. For the more rare items, like other like boss items like Uragons, I feel like are more, you're probably going to have to enhance that one, since at Pry it's close to 1 billion silver. But it's really up to you. Don't know what we'll do, since we don't really need a weapon right now. We bought this already at Try. It's the Blue Awakening. This would be obviously much better, but we'll see what we do with it. But as always, if you can always do world bosses, they don't take very long usually if it's prime time. If it's at night, maybe not as a good idea to spend your time doing them. But if you have some time, maybe 10-15 minutes, always try and make sure you do your world bosses. All right, I'll see you in a bit.